Hey guys, how's it going? If you guys could leave in the chat or in the comment section and let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if I'm too loud. If you guys can hear me, just let me know. If not, let me see. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat or the comment section if you guys can hear me. And also, if you guys are here in the room, just say hi. Let me know that you guys are here. And you're going to need to stay until the end of this live in order to participate in the giveaway for the Friday lunch, the $10 Cash App for lunch for Friday. And also, if Summer Days comes into the chat, just let me know that you're here. And this live is not going to be very long. I'm going to try to get through it as quick as possible. So you guys don't have to worry about staying in too long. If you guys can hear me, let me know. If you guys can hear me, let me know so that we can get started with the video. And if Summer Days comes into the chat, just let me know that you're here. I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me. What? Let me see. Give me just a second, guys, so I can check the volume on here. Okay. Okay, can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, great. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started in this video. On this video, I'm watching it for the first time with you guys. So we're going to go ahead and watch it and then we'll discuss it. And if Summer Days is in the chat, let me know. And then we'll bring you up. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. You should try to stay and see. We're supposed to have the $10 Friday lunch on Summer Days, but she should be popping in here anytime. So we're gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and get started on the video. And like I said, this is the first time I'm watching it, but so I'm watching it with you guys.
Welcome, 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 welcome. I wanted to share this. Welcome. Hey, Mr. Moses. Hey, Tay. Hey, Ketcha. Hey, Eric. How is everyone doing tonight? I wanted to share this. OMG, 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 OMG. OMG. Hey, I'm every woman.
OMG.
Hopefully, this message gets to the person who needs to hear this. Any queen any queen, any king who has been through a very narcissistic environment because they were trying to understand themselves spiritually and understand the world from a better place. If you were subjected to a narcissistic experience, dive into you. Dive into you. Don't worry about your baby dad. Don't worry about people judging you. Don't worry about too much about the wrong that you've done, the lies that you've told. Try not to worry about that stuff too much. What you need to worry about is your mental health. The way to tackle mental health is by getting to know who you are and authentically expressing yourself. You might have some mental illness from being regretful for certain things you said, for certain things that you've done, but that doesn't define you. That never will. What will define you and what does define you is who you authentically are and how you overcome this experience by detaching yourself from this narcissistic experience and becoming a better person. Dive into you. And I've had some serious issues with this, like serious.
I think what it is, I think she's scared. She's seeing that all these people, they're leaving. And I think that she's scared because nobody has a baby daddies like she does. Nobody's worrying about baby daddies except for her. And she's telling them, don't worry about talking. Don't be talking. Just concentrate on yourself. Because I think all of these people that are leaving, I think she wanted all these women to leave because she didn't want them with him. But I think she's scared that they're going to say something about her.
Serious issues with diving into me because I then became afraid of myself because of all of the lies that I told, all of the people I've neglected, all of the situations that I've been in that were completely against who I completely was. But take a moment and come back to yourself and center yourself. If you have a child, you should bring that child along that journey with you to tapping back into who you are. Allow your child to get to know who you authentically are and start to do the work to rebuild the foundation that you had them growing in and under for so long within the first 3 to 4 years of their lives. Tap into you. What do you like? What don't you like? Express those things wholeheartedly. Be who you are. Don't let people try to tell you who you are. Don't let people try to massage you to who they want you to become. And I'm not saying be an extremist and completely shut people out who want to love you and who are there for you. You know right from wrong. You've already swallowed that red pill. There's no turning back. But what you can do is take all of the information and the knowledge that you've learned in that toxic situation, turn it into wisdom, and learn from your mistakes. Learn from the things that you've been through so that you can push that wisdom to the children that you have now and the children that you will have in the future. When you start to tap into you, I must tell you that you're going to have to do a lot of inner work. You're going to have to go back to your childhood to understand why you attracted a narcissistic person to you. Why did you attract a person to you that will use the most vulnerable part of who you are against you? What did you go through as a child that made you feel so unloved to the point where you couldn't even see the truth of the matter in being in that narcissistic relationship? Once you unravel these childhood traumas, once you do the inner work to unravel yourself from these traumatic experiences, even if it wasn't from childhood, you'll then be able to understand why you were in the situation that you were. And beyond that, above that, you have a purpose in this life. The world that we live in is going into a new world, a more organic world, a more self-sustainable world. There was no reason why you experienced what you experienced. Everything you experience is for a reason. Now is not the time to throw away the knowledge. Now is the time to apply the knowledge for real. Apply the wisdom for real. Not with somebody standing by your side holding your hand. Not with you attaching yourself to people, places, and things because you need to fill a void. You need to rest mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, so that you can get back in tune with thyself. When you heal and you rest from the things that you've been through and start to make peace with it and understand it from a different perspective, that's when you'll be able to open up and truly live in the purpose that you're here to fulfill. If you are asking God, source, universe, whatever you call it, to guide you, direct you, open you up to things so that you can tap into who you authentically are, allow that process. Allow other people in your world, in your reality, to know that. Do not backtrack being in new relationships after getting out of that narcissistic relationship. That's to propel you forward. That trauma is to propel you forward. You're changing lives. You are an inspiration. You have somebody to teach. You have somebody to inspire to heal. You have somebody to reach back to tell the right thing. You have experience now. You have wisdom now. You have a beautiful child now. You have blessings now. What seems so tragic, what seems so disheartening. So, Queen, I urge you, King, I urge you to tap back into you. Get to know yourself and live from an authentic place, and never allow anybody to come into your world now that would make you be anyone other than who you naturally are. Peace to all the kings and the queens out there who are growing, who are healing, and who are shining. Until next time.
All right. So what do you guys think about that? I think she's referring to Sheba and True. Now, a lot of people are saying that, well, not a lot of people. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking that True is back with Sheba or Kendra. She wants to be called Kendra. I don't think that she would have ever left the tribe had it not been for him coming and saying, okay, look, I got my money. I got some money on me. I want to take care of you and baby jaw. So let's try this family thing. You know that Nature Boy ain't getting out, or maybe he's not, maybe he is. I don't know. But this is what he's telling her. You know, he's not coming back out. We need to try to get our family back together. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that this is the reason why Sheba or Kendra has left the tribe? Or there's another thing that some people are thinking is that since Natiri left Solar, Natiri might say some things about her and the baby, and what happened with the baby in the tribe, and that she's trying to get on Natiri's good side. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that True is back with Kendra and I keep wanting to call her Sheba. So we have summer days, and if there's anybody that is in the chat or in the room and you want to be included in tomorrow's lunch, the $10 lunch cash app that Summer Days is hosting, you need to be letting us know that you are in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. Uh-oh. Hang on just a second. Something's going on here with this. Summer, I'm gonna give me just a second. I need to figure this out so I can bring you up. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna send a link and then we're gonna bring Summer up. Summer, do you have an idea? There's nobody really talking in the chat except for Anne. And I know there's 14 people in the room so far, or 18. It just jumped up to 18. Yeah, it does me too, Summer. Summer says it hurts my heart about baby Jaw. Yeah, and baby Ellie. Let's see. And hey, how are you? So we got 2 more. Okay, let me find the link. Let's see. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section for Summer, and if anybody else wants to come up and give their opinion about this, what you guys think is going on with Kendra, if you guys think that she is back with True, or what you guys are thinking about this. Okay, so I've just put the link up. So if Summer wants to come up and anybody else wants to come up, you guys are more than welcome. I need to pause. I need to mute that one. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for a couple minutes for Summer. Okay, she's here. Okay, hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. I'm sorry we're starting so late. I just got home from work and I'm so tired. And I thought, oh no, because usually I don't work this late, but so next week it shouldn't be an issue.
It's okay. It's okay. I totally understand. It's totally okay. Things happen.
Do you have an idea or?
Yes, I do. So tonight, the winners for the free lunch, 2 people, Anne and you.
No.
You can't tell me what to do, Sasha. You can't tell me.
Do that.
You can't tell me.
I can't.
It's okay. It's okay. Remember, I told you before. It's okay.
That's horrible. We're gonna have to have a talk. I'm gonna have a talk with you. You
I
won't let
know.
me help you or anything with this. I feel so bad. I'm like, I want to help.
No, it's okay. Listen, I mean, this was totally my idea, something that the Lord put on my heart, something, that I just wanted to do and just to be of service and to help out. And like I said, this is a nice place, to do that. There's,
Well, we
like I
love
said,
you for that.
there's always, good stuff going on over here.
Anne
The
says that she
commentary.
doesn't have Cash App.
Okay. Let me see. Let me think. Zell? Wait, no, do I have? No, I don't. I don't have access to that.
Oh, Annette, thank you so much.
Well, what can I
You
do?
gave $1.99. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm telling you, you know what? Hey, anytime on Thursdays when we go live, if anybody chips in, we should use that towards Christmas.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yes.
I
And that'll help. I mean, we can help more people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Annette.
Helping is good. I want to send.
And I don't have Cash App either.
Your Cash App is listed.
Oh, shoot.
Uh-huh. I'm looking at it.
Oh, no.
Is it active?
I was trying to get out of it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can get back.
It's a lot.
I want to see if I can get back to the chat to see who is here. Okay. Okay, I see Annette. And is Folklore still here?
Yeah, or folklore, are you still here? I'm gonna give her a second to reply. Folklore, are you still here?
Yeah, she says she's cooking. Apologies. It's okay. It's okay. Folklore, do you have Cash App?
Oh, okay.
Annette, do you have?
She must still be replying. And if you email me, I can send you a gift card. If Summer don't mind. No, I don't. She said I don't think. She says she does. She doesn't think she does. Are you there, Summer? Annette, you don't have Cash App either? You have, okay. You all need to get some cash. You guys have got to get some Cash Apps. We're going to give Summer just a minute. She must have ran out for just a second. So we'll give her just a second.
Okay, Sasha, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to throw this option out there just in case. If anyone has a P.O. box and you feel comfortable using it, you can email Sasha and we'll get the gift cards sent to you, to your P.O. box. Let us know in the chat if that's something you're comfortable with, because those are the only two options, P.O. box or Cash App.
Yeah, because there was a lot of you guys that when I used to do gift card giveaways, like I would tell you guys that you won, and then you would email me and say that you're scared to give me your address. So if you're somebody that doesn't have Cash App and you win and you're not afraid to give your address, so she
Or
can
P.O. box. If you don't have to give your personal, it doesn't have to be your personal address. It could be a P.O. box.
And you don't put your address in the chat. I think you don't put your address at all in the chat.
Just
You
email
it to me.
Sasha the P.O. box.
And I think you guys know me long enough to know I would never use your address in any way, shape, or form. But if you're not comfortable and you do have a P.O. box or you have a Cash App, those are two options there. So, and the Thanksgiving and the Christmas giveaways are coming up too. So,
Right.
if you guys don't have Cash App, try to get Cash App, or I guess you're having the deadline for the Thanksgiving is the 15th, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so if anybody wins and you don't have a Cash App, then would you
You
still
won't be
have
able to
time
get
to?
it.
Okay, you wouldn't be able to get it because it's only by Cash App. So if you got do you got do you want me to give them my email or your email?
You can do both, either
Okay.
or. Mine is Summer, SUMMER
Oh, hold on.
Gays,
I'm putting mine
GAYS.
in.
Okay, you can put
Um,
mine in the chat.
I should have put yours right under my. Oh well. Okay, then yours is Summer.
Underscore.
Oh, I remember. Okay, but
Okay.
I remember there's
Gays.
days.
365
That's what it was.
at Yahoo.
Yahoo. Okay. Okay. And look at this just to make sure that I put it in right.
Okay. Also, if there are any single mothers here that have children under the age of 10 that need help for Christmas, please let me know or let Sasha know. Please email Sasha or email me. Uh, Let me know because there are some things that I can help out with uh, in reference to that as well.
So I don't know what to do here. Nobody that won tonight has Cash App. So would you guys be comfortable if she sent
Does anyone have a PO
like
box that they
a
want to
gift
share?
card? So the people that she named, if you're comfortable with giving me or her your address or a PO box, then let us know, and then you'll send the gift card, right?
I will send it.
And why are you laughing at me? I'm watching you. Just kidding. She says maybe some of the people in the bushes have Cash Apps. Let's see.
I've had my debit card linked to my Cash App now. I want to say for about 4 or 5 years now, and I haven't had any problems.
Yeah, I used to be
Oh,
scared of Cash App, and
yeah, I
then
haven't had any problems.
yeah, but when PayPal started like being weird, then I switched over to Cash App and thought, okay, I'll give it a try. But it works pretty good. I like it.
Okay, so the 5 at 5. Hi, the 5 at 5. How are you? 5 at 5 has Cash App, and Ann says, "I just found someone with a Cash App."
I love Anne. She is so funny. She gets me cracking up in the comments. I'm telling you, I'm like, oh my gosh, some of the things. Like there are so many times you guys have me laughing. I'll be crying. Uh, it's crazy. This journey we've been down since this channel has started, it has been crazy. It has been crazy. We've laughed together. We've cried together. Oh, I just love you guys. So, what do you want to do?
Can you hear me, Sasha?
Yeah.
Okay, so the 5 at 5 has a Cash App. So I'm going 5 at 5. Please email me summer_days 365 at yahoo.com.
I'm going to put it.
Please email me tonight, like within the next 5 minutes, your Cash App name so that I can send your Cash App. I'm going to send the Cash App immediately.
Okay, I put it in again.
Okay.
Okay. So there's like 32 people in here. Nobody's like, we're like in the chat, like talking. So I guess we got what, one winner? Well, one winner tonight.
Well, guess what?
Because nobody
That
else
winner.
has a cash app. You guys have got to get a cash app.
This is going to, because all of the giveaways are going to be done by Cash App. And the lunch giveaways are going to be done weekly on Thursday nights. Every week, all the way up until.
And your chances are good because not very many people, comment in the chat. So, I mean, you never know. But you do, and this is one of her, this is one thing that she says, you have to be commenting in the comments in order to be chosen.
Right. I can't, if you're not here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Troy. You can just go back and rewatch, and then because the video, it wasn't that long. It was probably 8 minutes long. But
hi Troy, hi Mika, hi Sexy J. You win just by basically just being here, commenting in the chat about the topic, being a subscriber, a supporter.
But you definitely.
Yes, I can, Annette.
Oh, Annette says that her father lives with her. Can you send it to him instead of her? Because she was a winner, so she's wanting to see if you can send it to his Cash App.
Yes, I sure can. I will, Annette. If you email me, please.
Do you need me to put the email back in the comments section, or
yes,
Summer's
please.
email? Okay. I'm a slow typer. I'm sorry. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. Okay, the 5 at 5 says that she emailed you.
Okay.
All right.
So the 5 at 5 and Annette send the email. I'm going to go and check. And
I keep telling Anne that if you want a gift card, email me and I'll send you one, because I have to be sly when it comes to summer. I gotta sneak mine in there.
Okay, I'll be right back. Let me check my email. I'll be right back, Sasha.
All righty. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The 5. So what did you guys think about the video? Did you guys, I want to know what you guys think about
I don't see Annette.
Annette.
I don't see her email. I only see 5 at 5.
Annette, can you email Summer, please, and give her your father's Cash App? Are you gonna have a Cash App for the Christmas one in case you win, Anne? And she's a channel member. I couldn't believe it. I looked on there. I was like, oh my goodness, because she's the only one I have. Sexy J, they are winning a $10 Cash App for lunch for a lunch for Friday, and it's on summer days. Okay, and you have my email. Well, let me put it in there again. Okay, there you go. So there's my email. Just make sure you email me so I can get that out. So do you guys think that True is back with Kendra? I keep pausing because I keep wanting to call her Sheba. What do you think, Anne? Do you think that True's back with Sheba? Or, oh my goodness, I did it again. That's how, I'm so tired. Do you think that he's back with Kendra? Anne? I think Summer Days got kicked out somehow. I'm going to send the link again. If anybody wants to come up, you do think so, Anne? What do you think about, I don't know. You guys can leave in the comment section after this video and let me know what you guys think. I think he is. I think he's right back with her because I don't think, yeah.
Okay, is Annette here? Because I still didn't get her email.
Annette, are you here? Let me see.
And I already sent 5 at 5 their Cash App.
Okay.
Congratulations, 5 at 5. Enjoy it.
Congrats.
Enjoy.
The last time that Annette replied, she said thanks. But I haven't seen her on here since then.
But she did ask if we could send it to her father, and I said yes. Let's see.
I am too, Anne. I am so happy. Like, but at the same time,
I'm glad. I'm glad for Kendra. I really am. And I'm, oh gosh.
and as much I know a lot of people don't like True, but at the same time, I just because of the marriage and because like she kept up so many pictures of her, just her, him, and the baby. And you could tell that they were like happy together. And I think that Nature Boy is like something that really came in between them a lot.
Yeah, but I think he was physical with Kendra.
He
Also.
was. Yeah.
So
And see, we have
I
to
really
remember
don't
that
know.
too. But see, when he was in that mind frame of where he felt like because of nature. And I think there was somebody, I think it was Wizzy or somebody that was saying that um, that he had to be really rough on the baby because Nature Boy would like taunt him and tell him you need to discipline him, and even after they disciplined him, he would want him to keep going. And yeah, and so I don't know if I mean, they say once they do it once, they'll do it again, but
I
if
agree with you too,
I
Sexy
think
J.
I
I
would love
agree.
for them to get counseling or therapy, marriage therapy or whatever. But if they're not willing to do that, then they probably are better off, you know. I didn't
So
either,
Sexy
Anne.
J asked, "What are they winning?" So last week, I think it was last week, I started a weekly giveaway for two people each week. There will be a drawing on Thursday nights for you to win $10 Cash App for free lunch on Friday.
Mhm.
So that's what people are winning. I
And
choose two people every Thursday night. I'll be doing this up until December or sometime in the end of December, somewhere around there. I'll be doing this every week here on Sasha's channel every Thursday night between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, somewhere around that time. She'll make the announcement so people know ahead of time what time to come on or what time to be here. Um, so that will be every week. Two people will win $10 Cash App for a lunch. I will send the Cash App immediately the night of, which would be Thursday night. So you'll have it and you can go and buy yourself some lunch for Friday. And then I'll be doing the giveaway for Thanksgiving to help people with uh, food or preparation or whatever it is they may need help with. I'll be doing a giveaway for $50 for two people, $50 each for Thanksgiving. And then I'll be helping out two families uh, in December for Christmas, $100 per person to
but
help for
can you
Christmas.
explain to them what they have to do for the Thanksgiving one? They have to leave a comment. Do you remember the video? It's the very last video. Let me see.
Maybe also if you maybe I don't know if you want if you can post it on your community wall or pin it or have
That's a
it
good idea. Yeah, I'll do
somewhere where
that.
people can see it so they know or maybe speak about it once or twice a week so people know because they're going to need to comment on that particular video.
Yeah, because I already have people that commented that
Turkey
on that
Day.
video, and so I'll tell them to go back to that very same video to put that in the comment. Because
Maybe in the title you can put Turkey Day drawing or something
yeah,
so they know to look up that video that says Turkey Day drawing.
yeah,
If you want to be
and
part of that drawing, comment on that video in the comment section.
I
Um,
think it's the Sheba Kendra leaves and thinks I can't read the rest of it. Hang on a second.
you can are you able to
Thanks
edit
says,
the title?
yeah, I think I'll put it up in the community
Okay.
thing, and then yeah, that is very nice of her. We grow natural says she says that that is very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anne says thanks, Summer and Sasha.
You're welcome very much.
It's all Anne, and I'm unless she lets me help. Unless I'm going to try to talk her into it.
You're welcome, Anne. Thank you. Thank you, We Grow Natural.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank
I do see some other uh, people here. I just want to share if anyone here is a single mom, you have children under the age of 10, if you need any type of help or assistance or anything, email me or email Sasha and I can be of some type of assistance to help you out. I'm not going to ask you any questions about your personal business. I'm not here to cry. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to be a help.
I want to put it in here again.
Is Annette still here?
Annette, are you in here in the chat? If you are in the chat, let us know. This happened last week too, didn't it? Somebody, I think somebody won, and then we didn't hear from them again. Oh, Annette, okay. Let me send the link again because I don't know what's happening. Hang on just a minute, Annette. Don't leave, okay? Let's see. I have to add her back. Okay, here we go.
Sorry about that.
Annette is in the room. She says she's still here.
Okay.
Did you
Annette,
fall asleep?
did you get my email? I mean, did she email me yet? Did you email me yet, Annette?
I'll be here for a while. I want to join in the conversation about Kendra. Or did you say that your father can accept the Cash App? Annette, I did email. She says she emailed you.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check again.
Okay, Annette, did you want to come up and get in on the Kendra conversation?
I see it. I see her email. I'm about to send it now.
Okay. Annette, did you want to come up? I do. It's just difficult for me, Rich. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, if you're not comfortable, I mean, we're going to go live every Thursday. So anytime you do start feeling comfortable, you're welcome to come up anytime. As long as it doesn't, I don't want to trigger you. Yeah. I understand. What time on Thursdays are you going to go live? On Thursdays, we're supposed to be going, hey, Noelle, how are you? On Thursdays, we are supposed to go live at 8 o'clock every Thursday. But today we're late just because I got in late from work. So, but it's heavy. Well, I would love to have you up sometime, Annette, when you're ready to share your, whatever's going on.
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me, Sasha?
Yeah.
Okay. Annette, if you can hear me, I sent it.
I'm glad. Yeah, I know. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Annette. Anytime you're ready, I'm ready to. But you don't push yourself.
5 at 5. 5 at 5, did you receive it?
And Ann was asking what time on Thursdays. I told him that usually it's going to be about 8 o'clock, if that's okay with you, Summer.
What time?
8. Isn't
Yes,
that the time we said? Okay.
yeah, whatever time
Yeah,
for
I
you.
just was
I'm
telling
fine
them
with
I was
whatever
late
time.
today. I was so late. That's a great thing you guys are doing. It's all coming from Summer Days, you guys. And if you guys see her in the chat, talk to her. And because she's it's such a great thing what she's doing. It is a very great thing. Yes.
Thank you so much. I give the Lord all the glory. All the glory. It's only because of Him. Only because of Him.
Okay. So Annette, did you want to try to do this another day, or were you wanting to come up tonight? Velvet is talking about, she is giving, I guess, advice to the ex-members, but I think who she's talking about is True and Kendra. I got it right that time. Yes, Noelle says, Summer Days, much respect.
Thank you so much.
Yes, very much respect.
Thank you. Nothing but the Lord.
Yes.
Nothing but the Lord. People need to know that the Lord works through people, and
Mm-hmm.
the Lord
Yeah.
loves a cheerful giver. The Lord loves for His children to help His people, and that's something that I'm always going to do. As long as He makes it able for me to do that, I'm going to do just that.
I'll go back. Noelle says, I'll go back and watch the video, and I hope Kendra reveals what happened in carbonation. I do too. I really do. She said that she will eventually talk, but
Yeah, she says she has some things to say.
yeah. But do you guys think she's really gonna
I don't know.
say it? I think she's gonna say everything she can say up to that point where she knows she needs to stop saying.
Right, because she doesn't want to be, like held
Implicated.
responsible for
Yeah.
for some things. I
Yeah.
think all of them are doing that.
Yes. Absolutely. And I think Velvet in this video, she's kind of giving them a reminder. Just don't be in a hurry to talk. Just content.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, in a way, they have to heal. They have to take time for themselves. And I understand, but in a way, I kind of don't. I kind of, especially with Velvet, and even some of the other ones, I look at them like, why not talk? But then you always have to go back to that they don't talk because they're not going to implicate themselves.
Right. But when they were active in their mess, playing the roles that they were playing, they were doing a lot of talking,
Oh
and they
yeah.
were doing a lot of what is it? Where they were scouting for people and trying to bring people in and luring people in and interviewing people to come and be members. Like I remember a lot of those things, and they were definitely handlers. So that's why I don't understand the innocent role that some of them portray when they were the main characters luring people in.
Right. And the thing with Velvet is that, and the rest of them, they've done what they've done, and they may never say what fully happened. But it's about accountability,
And that's it.
and taking responsibility and owning it and just saying, hey, I did some messed up stuff when I was there. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to hear that from her. You're not going to hear that from Velvet. And a lot of people say, "Oh, she's taken responsibility. She's owned up to what she's done," and she hasn't. She
No.
hasn't.
There's
And
just been
we're so
certain
hard
things
on
that,
her because she was his right hand man,
yes,
and she's just as responsible as he is. So when we talk, and when we stayed on his neck, she's not getting no free passes either because she's his equal,
hmm
in my opinion. I don't know.
technically she is still Mrs. Bishop.
Yes. And marriage is a sacred thing
hmm
before God. And the thing is that how do we even do we wish for them to stay together? Do we wish for because we know how sacred marriage is to God,
It
but
is,
their union is like not the way they went about it.
right.
It wasn't good, anything good about it.
And not only that, if even if you are married, once abuse starts happening on different levels in multiple ways,
Hmm.
God does not want us in those situations.
Exactly. So they do the right thing by leaving.
Right. Now, if you want to kind of work it out with that person, then that's when you both seek counseling and you
Right.
both work on yourselves individually, then you work together, as a couple. And
Yes.
you work on the love, keeping your hands to yourself, not being aggressive, things like that. But if you're not going to do the work on yourself, if you're not going to go to therapy to help yourself, to help your marriage, to help make yourself a better human being, then it's not good for you to be around anyone. It's
Right.
not even good for you to be amongst yourself.
But they've got to stop. This taking marriage for granted has got to stop.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we've all done it. We've
Mhm.
all done it, and unknowingly, probably when we were younger and just didn't know better. And you just don't play with marriage like that.
I've
Um,
been with my husband for 30 years.
Ooh, congratulations!
Thank you.
I love to hear
We
that.
started dating when I was 17 and we got married when I turned 23.
Wow.
So I've been married
Congratulations.
20 for 26 years and together for 30. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
So we literally grew up together.
Wow.
And so I understand a lot about love. I understand a lot about relationships and marriage, the ups and
So do you have
downs.
any advice for the younger ones here, like real young ones, about how to keep your marriage together like that? Like,
Don't I would say don't expect, like, don't go in expecting perfection. Um my husband and I, we literally worked our way up to where we are. We both came in like at a bottom level, like just a beginner's level on everything, like learning how to drive, and before that, getting on buses together, using public transportation, walking, um, buying my first car, uh, all those first things,
mhm.
I feel like some people feel like, oh, a man has to have a certain amount of things or money before they can value them, or vice versa. And I feel like value should be first with from within, from your
Is your
heart.
husband a man of God?
Yes,
See, that's also important.
we're both Christians, but in the
Yeah.
very beginning, See, he's from the city and I am from the suburbs. And we both lived two different worlds, but we have balance. Um, he knew about God and Christianity, but he didn't go to church. He didn't really pray. Like I said, he was like city boy, and it's just him and his brother, and they hung out and stuff like that. And I was more like I said, I'm 4 years younger than my husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 48. So, well, I'll be 48 in November. Um, so,
You sound
like I,
younger, so
hmm?
you sound a lot younger. You
Oh,
know, and
when
48.
people see me, they say the same thing. They're like, "Oh, you don't even look your age." But yeah, so I think communication and knowing a person's heart, knowing a person's heart, and not be quick to walk away as soon as adversity like approaches.
Mm-hmm.
There, you can work through some things. I'm not talking about take abuse and things like that, but like simple arguments or any type of arguments are going to happen. Not the end of the world. And in any relationship, you just create boundaries.
Yeah. And it's like
That's
you
that's
said,
the best advice I can
communication.
give to anyone. Wanting to be married or have a lasting love and a lasting marriage is just to have boundaries, to communicate, and love a person from within, not for what they have.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you work together to get to where you want to be in life.
Anne says, Summer is right. I think I've always had commitment issues. It's very hard for me to live with someone. I know, Anne. I'm the same. I tell you what, I'm divorced, but it's one of those kind of situations you were talking about. And even to this day, I feel like, I feel bad for getting divorced, but at the same time, I don't feel like I can like just I feel like if I remarry, I don't know, because I've always been told this that if you remarry, that I guess you're living in sin. So I've been single and just, and because I don't want to die in my sin, you know.
My ex pastor said, he's my ex pastor in New Jersey. He said because he got remarried, his wife cheated on him,
Hmm.
so they ended up divorcing. And he remarried like I don't maybe 5 or 6 years later, and he's a pastor. He spoke on it about what it says in the Bible and what the Lord wants for us.
Yeah,
Um, he doesn't want us by ourselves. That's not why we were created. Um, we are here to be a helpmate to one another and to balance one another and
yeah,
to procreate. You can't procreate, by yourself unless, he's making miracles. But other than that, you need man and woman together. Um,
I agree. That's why I said think that we have to watch who we marry.
if
We have
your
to be
marriage
careful.
was uh if the divorce was based off of like infidelity, adultery, things like that,
Hmm.
then there's no sin in that. Like if it was anything in the Bible that the Lord speaks against that is not right, that is a sin, and a divorce happens from that, you can remarry.
Yeah,
The Lord is not going to punish you and you have to be alone or by yourself because you were once married, but your marriage didn't work. And maybe it didn't work because the spouse did something that was a sin.
Yeah.
No, you're not meant to suffer for the rest of your life and not remarry. You can remarry.
I think I'm just like Anne. I think I'm just so used to it now. I'm probably, I don't know. I feel like I get what you're saying. I just, I don't know. I feel like if,
I think
I feel
maybe
like
you
I can
got
read
to a
the
point to
Bible
where
when I
you just
want.
convince yourself you're comfortable and you
Yes.
convince yourself that how you're living, how you feel is okay. But I just want you to know that there's no sin in you remarrying.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear that, though. I mean, because you never know.
Hmm.
The way the this pastor is explaining it is you don't you cannot even, if you guys have to be separated, that's fine. You cannot divorce, and then you have to like just be alone unless you guys can be reunited.
It speaks about what
Your wife, and I'm thinking, okay, that scared me because I was like,
yeah.
okay.
No, you can divorce if certain things are done, certain sins are committed, you can divorce and you can remarry.
Well, that's good to hear because you never know. I mean,
Hmm.
you never know.
Hmm.
And let me go back and read some of
So,
these.
because as far as the combination marriages, I don't even know, like, if everyone that said they were married, are they really all legally married? Like, will we really
Yes,
know
yes, there are. I've seen the marriage certificates.
for each of them?
Yes, or let me see. I think Nature Boy showed it one time. Somebody showed it one time, but they all didn't they do it all together? I think they went and did it all together, if I'm not mistaken. But I know for a fact I've seen his and hers, but I'm not sure
So, did
about the
Musa
other
ever marry Tori? Was Did they ever get married?
one. I don't I don't remember because I seen the pictures and I don't remember seeing those two in the pictures.
Okay, so True and Sheba or Kendra, they were married.
Uh-huh.
Velvet and Eligio, Zoka and Solar.
And True.
So we mentioned True. So what? Wait, who else was there? I thought it was.
Did you see the pictures too?
Hmm?
Did you see the pictures of them too? Like on like the day they got married?
No.
Yeah, I seen the pictures. I can't remember where I seen them, but and then I seen the papers. Noel says five couples in Vegas. So who else then, Noel? It was Velvet. It was the ones that she mentioned. So did Tori and Musa? Wait a minute.
Because she would have had to get a divorce. Because I know Tori just got married recently to
Yeah,
this new guy
she
and had a
seems to be
baby.
doing good.
Yeah. She actually has a YouTube channel.
Caliber and Ephru, she said.
Oh, Caliburn. Okay.
I don't remember them though, but yeah, that's possible.
And this is what's crazy. How they all ended up like having these husbands and wives, but we're still basically having a like committing
Pass each other
adultery and
around.
yeah, like they weren't taking those vows seriously at all.
Exactly.
They only got married to help protect each other, like if somebody got in trouble, they
Right.
wouldn't have to testify.
And Nature Boy ended up with all of them anyway,
Hmm.
whenever he felt like it, to
Yeah,
make the men think that they weren't men, because he wanted to act like the big man.
yeah. They weren't wives to their husbands
Mm-mm.
at all. They were just like husband and wife on paper.
Yeah. So Noelle, she says, yeah, she says, yeah, but that she remembers it. They did,
That's
and then
something. So they literally were committing sins like
mhm.
knowingly. Like they
And
weren't looking, and even like even as far as us talking about like I try not to do it. Like when people say Malia and Zoka and Aya, like, oh, the wives are getting online and they're talking about they need money for Eligio, and I'm like, the wives?
yeah, their
Those
husband for their
that's
husband.
that you mean Velvet? Velvet is the wife.
Yeah, that's what sometimes I think I don't blame Velvet for being upset. I really don't. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. That is her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But at the
Like
same
all, and
time,
I think it was because he kept saying these are my wives, these are my wives. So
mhm,
after a while, it just gets like in your head. Like you think of polygamy, how in polygamy everybody is
mhm,
they're like calling you a wife, but
yeah,
even in polygamy, it's like you still legally can't just be saying everybody is your wife. It's not
right.
That's not legal.
So she gets mad about it, and I understand that because I don't want some 50,000 different women calling my husband their husband, but she's got to get over this. This is why she cannot get over it, and she's acting a little crazy sometimes because she cannot let that go. She cannot let him go.
Hmm.
It just seems like I don't know how is she supposed to. Uh,
He's been a community pass around for the longest. He's for the whole community, and she's known that.
yeah,
He's for everybody, and he's comfortable with being for everybody. And he want everybody, every woman that he can have, he wants them.
yeah, and when they first get there and they're young, they're beautiful, and they don't want him because he's too old for them.
Do you
Goes away,
now?
just like he did with Zoka.
Nature Boy is like 4 or 5 years younger than her mom.
What is it?
Did y'all know that?
What did you say?
Nature Boy is about 4 or 5 years younger than her mother.
The Velvet's mother?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
yes,
But her mom looks young.
yes. She does. Velvet's mom, I believe, is 42 or 43.
Oh wow. And how old is he? Everybody says that he's not
He's 40
his
or
age.
41, something like, I think he just turned 40 or
There's-
41, something like that. I know that Eligio and Velvet's mom are close in age.
Yeah.
She was involved with someone that could have been her father.
Wow. And he don't care.
Yeah, and
He
that's
don't
what
care.
like that's so sickening to me.
Mhm. And all this time we spent, we did hold him accountable for a lot. A lot of people think that, oh, you just must like Nature Boy because you're always on to her. But no, when he was out, he got his, he got what I thought about him.
Mm,
And but the fact is, he's not out here anymore. He's right where he belongs,
mhm,
and so I can take my foot off his neck for now, unless
mhm,
he gets out. But it's there. The things that he has done, it's just it's unbelievable. And I've said this 100 times. When the cameras are off, we it would probably shock us to our very core to we probably couldn't even imagine the things that happened when the cameras were off.
yeah.
And it's sad
Phew, yeah.
to know that those kids were there
Mhm,
and what
mhm.
they've seen and had to go through. And it's just, I mean, oh, I don't even want to talk about that because I'm telling you, especially I know Baby Ellie was never probably done that way, but Baby Jaw, it's sad. It's sad to think about
It
what he
is.
went through.
It's heartbreaking. I Oh my gosh. I was a foster My husband and I were foster parents for 13 years.
Oh,
And yeah, I I stopped. When did I stop? I stopped approximately 6 years ago. I was in a car accident and I had some health issues, so I had to give up the kids. Um, Broke my heart. Really broke my heart. So I was like, I gotta get, you know, rehabilitated, get my body back right, get my health back right because I um I want to get back into it. I want to do it again. But I've always had like this super big major concern for the kids, for
yeah.
baby doll, for Ellie. When Stephanie had her baby um by Rambo, I was like just thinking about the environment and the kids being raised in that and how unhealthy it is, and then
Mhm.
them talking about the way of life, things like how they wanted things to be and how they wanted to raise the kids and the kids to see this, so it's natural to them, and I'm like, what?
Mhm. And I'm telling you what, when I seen, and I don't care if you have and this is where I started really just being upset with True. If that's your child, why is he sitting in the bed with Nature Boy and Malia? Why is he in their bed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why?
There were just so many things that was done that it's like, what's the reason? What is the reason?
Yeah.
Like,
The
why did
kids
they
with
go
the
to the
face.
extreme with
Yeah.
certain things? And why did, like, so many things didn't matter when it came to the innocence of the
Yeah.
kids?
And that's why sometimes, we sit on here and then we talk about it and we get so upset. And then we start, when Malia was going through what she was going through, we sat, why won't she leave? Why won't she leave? But
Hmm.
then you stop and think, and then you get angry with them.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah,
even
I
when
went
the
through a lot of
parents get
emotions.
angry,
I'm not gonna lie about that. I went through a lot of
yeah,
emotions.
exactly. And it's the same way all of you guys have. Because I went through it too. And I'm thinking, okay, 1 minute I'm crying over Malia. And then 1 minute I just want to just grab her up and try to wake her up.
Hmm.
But then you stop and say, okay, well, you know what? I don't even feel bad for you. I don't feel
It's
bad for you. Look at all these other people. Look at Mama
same
Dia.
here. Same here. Yes,
Look at
yes.
the babies. I mean, let's feel bad for them. Let's feel, what about the families?
Hmm.
Let's feel bad for the families who are heartbroken that their child is over here in a cult and don't even know what's going on with them. Don't even know if they're locked in a closet at the moment.
Hmm.
I mean, can you imagine being a family member and or having a child and not knowing what's going on with your kid? That's
Or
horrible.
Eligio going by and the family member is sitting there like Aya's sister. You know how many times she got online and she was crying and upset because she saw how Aya was being treated and
It's
talked to.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, yeah.
And he didn't care.
Mm-mm.
He didn't care. And oh, I don't know. It's just,
That time when Malia left and I thought she was gone for good, and I was people was like, she doesn't have anywhere to go. She's not going to go to family. I was sending messages left and right. I was like, I need to talk to her. I'll put her in a hotel. We'll do something. She
yeah.
don't have to be out there alone, and definitely didn't want her to go back to that situation. And when she went back, he beat her.
Hmm. And just like Ann said, I'm going to post it. Do y'all remember when Velvet tried to See, I don't even know what I'm allowed to say on here. That HIT word, Malia, with that metal pole, she's
Hmm.
vicious.
On the beach. Yeah, that was terrible. That there, like she went to the extreme a couple of times during that situation out there on that beach,
Mm-hmm.
where our life definitely could have been not here.
What makes you, and I know this is old news and it's, the past, but it's still something we think about. What do you think that made Malia want to go back? She had her family kicked out of the hospital, all because he probably told her to do it.
I think it's number one, they're young. They're very young. And when an older man has a girl that young, and not only are they able to kind of manipulate them uh, in a way and get them to listen and sweet talk them and
Mhm.
love bomb them, they don't have enough experience as an older woman.
Right.
I mean, some young girls their age do. I'm not going to say all young girls 22, 23, 21 don't have any sense, because some young girls have a lot of sense and they just don't fall for the crap. But like I said earlier, and many people have said, Eligio knows how to pick them,
Hmm.
and then also being with someone sexually that also creates like a soul tie,
Yeah.
um, to where they feel so connected and drawn. You know, some people are head over heels when it comes to that type, to intimacy. Is they act like that's the best thing on earth and nothing else matters. And I think Malia is one of those people.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she has a beautiful little boy.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him, and
Hmm.
it breaks my heart that so much is online in reference to Malia. And I've often thought about, what are these kids, that
Yeah.
the kids that were left, when they, like, if they ever see this stuff when they're older, how it's going to make them feel.
Yeah. And it's the same, I put up all these videos and it's true. When they get older, there's all kinds of videos out there that they're gonna be like, well, for one thing, you left me, and then now we see what all you went through, who you were with, who
And
you
yeah,
chose,
and
and
then
it's
you
sad.
justified why you left me.
Yeah,
You justified why you left, and then to see how you were
they're gonna
treated.
hear that. Oh my, Mm-mm-mm. They're gonna hear all that.
Hmm.
It's sad. It
And
is
I
so
really
sad.
hope and pray that Eliana doesn't grow up or grow into a complex because of, one, how she's being treated,
Mhm.
two, who her father is. Like, my goodness, the prayers that I have for her.
She's so cute too.
She's so smart.
She-
She's so adorable.
yeah, I love, and you can tell. You can just look at that little girl, and she loves her mom. She loves
Yeah,
her. It's
she
like
does.
she or like she feels like her mom, like her. It's like they're soul twins. You know what I'm saying? Like they're so like bonded, but at this because Velvet's had it that way. But at the same time, you could tell that she's just always trying to make her happy because she doesn't want to make her mom angry because
Right, right.
she's scared. I think she's
Yeah.
scared of her.
You could see there's like a level of fear. Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird because I can see how Velvet loves her. Um,
Hmm.
I can see that, but then there's something else there, like that. it
It's like
seems
a
like
competition. It's
yeah,
like
and
a
that he's highly annoyed with her.
yes.
But I'm like, she's only 3. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you not getting or understanding? She's 3,
Yeah.
not 13, just 3.
Yeah. And little, she told her mom, she said, I'm the queen. And Velvet, I don't think she liked that. She
Yeah,
she didn't like it. And
yeah, I think it triggers her.
so when the cameras are off with them too, I think that that's what they, it's like
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Yeah, like how do you go back and forth with a 3-year-old and getting your feelings with your
Yeah,
3-year-old kid?
it is. Oh my goodness. But and what got me is in the first time, and I've seen a lot of people say it like she's mean to her, she's mean to her, and I'm like, I don't see that. So I never would really point things out.
Hmm.
And the time when, oh my goodness, the time when baby Eliana, she was coloring on the wall, and
Hmm.
I seen her like 1 minute she would be like laughing at her and then like giving her this look and then like she would be like going in on her and then she
I
was
saw that video.
that just like what
I
and I
understand
can't
it.
think of the name of what they call that. That's I don't know what you call that, but that what she mentally did to her, that
Mhm.
I felt mentally like drained just watching it.
Mhm.
And so I really felt bad for
And
her.
when people do stuff like that because they can, because of the position they're in, it really makes you look evil.
Yeah,
Because number one, you're her mother, you have that control and authority over her, so you're abusing that.
right.
You're
It's like,
abusing that with a 3-year-old, someone that belongs to you.
and
That
you
is
don't do that
not,
online. You
yeah,
don't.
that's not
She
okay.
no, and the way that she talks about her online,
Hmm.
she might only be 3 years old, but she understands that. She's probably thinking my mom's just sitting there just talking bad about me.
Hmm.
And you're supposed to build your child, and if they do something wrong, punish them. But
And
age
because she speaks
appropriate.
to her, Eliana is advanced, because of how Velvet communicates with her. So
Yeah,
she definitely understands a lot emotionally, because Velvet started that with her at, early.
yeah,
So I feel like she does understand.
sad. I don't know. And then you look at her, and you could tell like she's dressed very well.
Mhm.
Like she keeps her dress so cute, and she feeds her.
Yeah,
But
she's
it's
healthy.
those
She
other
keeps her
things.
healthy, does her hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just those other things. It just I don't know. That it just gets to me.
I'm sure we are not the only ones.
Yeah.
And then there are those who like to cheer her on and turn a blind
Oh
eye.
my.
But you know what? I feel like those that do that and get on here and want to act so intelligent, um, you're just as weird and evil.
Hmm.
Because if you can okay these behaviors and act like it doesn't matter, I'm questioning you. I'm wondering about your morals. I'm wondering about your integrity.
Yeah, because if you care about somebody and yeah, and something that you might say to them comes off harsh, but if you're somebody that's okaying, like you said, okaying their behavior, you don't care about them. If you care about them, tell them what they're doing that's wrong.
Mhm.
Tell them that they need to take responsibility for
No,
their
they're
for what
they're
they
too
have.
busy trying to be the best fan.
Yeah. There are things that she needs to take accountability for. Right now, Nature Boy's taking accountability for his actions. I hope he pays for what he's done. The rest of them need to take accountability for their part. But again, the rest of them are not his right hand man. You know, there's the only one person that was his right hand man, and that's Velvet. Even Leah, she'll never have that status. Never.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's the queen now," but she's not. He gave her that status so that
To
she,
kick off Velvet when she left.
yeah,
He was doing everything in his power at one point trying to get her back.
yeah. He wanted her to go, but then when he started thinking, "Oh, she's gonna, she could possibly die. She could, you know,
And he
tell
wanted
some
Eliana.
stuff." He wanted her back there, and
Mm-hmm.
he didn't know. I mean, if she was to come back, that she wouldn't pass away. But he wanted her to pass away there if she was going to pass away, because they didn't want any type of autopsy done.
Oh, and then I just want to straighten out this little situation where people are believing that um, Velvet left for the safety of her kids. No, that's not why Velvet left.
Mm-mm. No, no. Velvet left because, and this is my opinion, you might have a different one. Velvet left because she was not going to keep tolerating him being with other women.
It was the other women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if it was all about safety for Eliana, she would have left a long time ago with her and never came back multiple times.
Right.
If it was about safety for Eliana, that day when she was on live and he was dancing with her and that situation with him being excited wearing those gray pants and she was
Mm-hmm.
laughing and
Mm-hmm.
oh babe, you need to go change your pants.
Or that time when he was holding, I think I think she was sitting in Velvet's lap, or she might have been sitting in the middle. I don't know, but I have the video up, and she kept grabbing at her dad, at her father, and Velvet was sitting right there laughing. And Nature Boy is playing it off like, "Oh, don't do that," laughing. And if that little girl has had to have done that before, I mean,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, for
That's how
her,
that happens.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
generally how that happens.
yeah. I mean, some kind of times they're kind of curious. I understand that,
Mm-hmm.
not to that, not like that. Mm-mm,
Yeah.
no, and they were just laughing. But I don't know. I'll be happy if they
But
just
that's when
stop.
I was wondering, like, what is she talking about when she was talking about the importance of kids?
Yeah.
Well, when does that happen? When you give birth or later on?
And if
Like,
her
it only happens when you feel like it happens?
right, and if her minion little fans, if they would listen to her talk, it's like,
They're silly.
do you not
They're so
listen to
silly
her?
to me. Her minions are really silly. They're
And
silly.
she tells why she left. She says she says it every time she gets online when she's talking about the other women or she's talking about him. And there's nothing wrong with her being upset, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like if you left him, you made the choice to leave him because you didn't want him to be with these other women. But even though you knew,
Right. So why does it matter? Why does it
right,
matter who he's with, what they're doing, how long they're doing? Why does it all, like, why do you even care right now?
she is going to drive herself crazy if she doesn't stop dwelling on that. She has got to stop dwelling on him. It's like, just let him go. You knew that he was like that with other women. You were like that in it with them.
Mhm.
But then she started getting jealous. And I think the jealousy really was a lot towards Malia. She didn't like her at all.
Mhm. Yeah.
But the thing of it is that she was also she understood what Nature Boy was about. She agreed to it. She probably helped bring other women into it.
Mhm.
But then it's good she left. Now just let him go, because she's
Just
going to
go
drive
on with
herself
her life.
crazy.
Her
She's
life.
not healing like she
Mhm.
says she is. She's not healing at all. And that's what I would like to see for her. I would like to, people that care about you or care about people in general, you don't want to see them like, when you dwell on a situation, it causes hate in your heart.
Mhm.
And I could tell she hates those women. And that hate, it's going to do nothing but eat at her.
Mhm.
It's,
Especially as long as Malia stick it out, I think it's
Mhm.
always going to be a problem for her.
Yeah, she would love to see Malia go. That's why she did that video. She wants her to go.
And then people coming on your video saying, "Oh, there was nothing wrong with Velvet's message." No, let's be very clear. Some of the things that she said was right, but
Yes.
there was a lot wrong with what she was what she said. And then to call Malia a roach and saying how she
Oh,
needs to uh, bow
mm.
down and respect her and all these things.
And you will apologize to me. And
What?
when you do, I'll forgive you. But she had to
And
think
then to say she'll be there for her when she need her. No one's gonna come to you when you just
about
talk to them the way that you just did and belittle them and call them a roach. And I mean, like no one saw anything wrong with that.
they
The
didn't.
ego, there was no type of humiliation. I
And
mean,
you know
humility,
what? When Ann
humility.
told me to watch that video, I watched it. And before I even posted it, and I listened to her and I was like, there's nothing really wrong with anything she's saying. I mean, she's probably, these women need to hear this stuff.
A lot of it
And then
made
when she
sense.
got to
A lot
calling
of
the
it made
names
sense.
and she started being narcissistic, like Aunt
Right,
Annette just said here, like I'm some kind of god. I'm still your goddess. You're
right.
going to listen to me.
Hmm.
That is what that's just what drives me crazy.
And then to say, because I'm in a better position than you are.
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness.
No, you're not.
How does she think she's helping them? By
That's
calling them names and
yeah, that's
making herself, what she wants Malia to do is to bow before her.
right. That's all that was.
Yeah.
Like it. How can you not just see that?
She is killing her soul because she still wants that goddess status.
Hmm.
And I think it was Anne who said that somebody, Noelle, one of them said that she's just said the other day, and she's been saying this, hinting around that she wants to be in another community.
Yeah.
She wants to. She's not going to settle for being the minion. She wants to be the head goddess or whatever, like she was with Nature Boy.
Hmm. I don't know how safe that would be for two real young girls, let alone herself.
Yep. Anne says she always thinks everyone is jealous of her. She says that in every video, that everybody's jealous of her, and even her minions come over here and say that they
Mm-mm.
call you guys jealous.
Like
Like, you
jealous of
guys are
what?
jealous. Like, how can you be jealous of her? Like, it's like, no, that's not what it is at all.
I'm
It's
saying, like,
like,
jealous of what?
oh my goodness. I don't get it. I don't get it. Nobody is jealous of her. She's a beautiful, they're all beautiful.
Yeah, she's very
They're
pretty.
all beautiful.
Kids are beautiful.
Nobody's jealous. Believe me, nobody's jealous. Trust me. Um,
Yeah,
but
right is right, wrong is
we
wrong.
want better for her. We
Yeah.
want better. And this just is not it. This is not it. I want better for all of them. I want better for Malia. I want better for Velvet. I even want better for Nature Boy as much as I'm
I
telling
think,
you, I want them all to come to the Lord. But
yeah, I pray the Lord, like, just one day give them the ability to see clearly and just like make a light bulb come on to where they understand
yes,
where they went wrong and which way they need to go to make it right and what they need to do to fix it and to make amends. Uh,
right.
because
And they don't have to come out here and tell us everything they've done, but
right.
they need to go to the Lord and really repent. Velda says
But
she,
here's the thing, even when you do that, you don't get online and have this inflated ego and make it seem like someone owes you something,
Mhm.
or you speak as if you're pure innocent when you know good and well everything that's out here online, how so many people know different, know otherwise.
Mhm.
Like, you don't portray something that you're not.
And don't twist the Lord's words. Don't
Yeah.
use him in a bad way. That's what gets to me too. And it used to eat me up when Nature Boy did it, and God had to stop me. I'm telling you, because I was just calling him names. I'm like, listen here, Nature Freak, you're not God. I was so
Yeah.
mad, and God had to shut me up because I was so
I know.
angry.
Yeah, I know that it's happened to me. The Lord has quickened my spirit as well. I Let me tell you,
I'm telling
the only reason when I tell you, I spared Velvet Bishop. I
you.
spared her because of her mom, because of the love that I have for her mom.
Her mom seems sweet. Her
She's very
dad
sweet.
seems like he's the type that was more trying to protect her, like trying to give her advice on like keep your mouth shut. I think that's why she doesn't talk, because Belle likes to talk, and I think her dad got into her head and was like, "Look, if you better not be running your mouth. Don't say nothing. Don't incriminate yourself." And that's not what we want her to do. I don't want her to do that. I just want her to say, hey, I messed up. I did a lot of crappy things,
Mhm.
and at least
Like,
repent.
to blatantly act like you didn't do anything, or to blatantly act like you didn't play a part in this major situation, like
Right.
that's the problem.
And we know she's not sorry because she keeps coming on and further doing the things that she's doing to the women and saying the things she's saying to them.
Mhm.
And it's like if you are, it's like when, okay, there's there's certain words I can't use, like if you know that you're a perpetrator or you're something like that,
Mhm.
you're the last person they need to hear from.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
Yep.
they don't need to hear from you. And if they need to hear from you, it's to say, I'm sorry. Let's get out of this thing together. Let's get our minds right. I'm sorry for anything I've done, but she's not going to do that. She'll never do that.
Mm.
But I don't know. And Nature Boy, he can act like all he wants, say the things he says. He knows God. He knows who God is. And like he told me, he said that he has a job to do.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that he understands what the punishment for that's going to be,
Mm-hmm.
but he's here to suck people's souls. He's a soul sucker
Mm-hmm.
and drag them to hell. That, and it's unfortunate.
I wonder if they sent him to see a psych yet
What is
to
it?
get an evaluation or something.
I don't
Because I think
know.
his brother said he was diagnosed or something when he was younger.
Yeah, he was in a mental hospital. He went into a mental hospital, and I think when he was in that mental hospital, I think that's the moment that he started getting taken over by, I call it a demon, but other subscribers, they say he has a legion of demons.
Because there's something very wrong when you can, because I've seen a couple of times
That's right.
him have humility and him show love, like when Velvet was in the hospital, or when he was telling the story how he wasn't about to have her be in pain like that, and he took her to the hospital. You know, there was moments where he was able to show love and compassion. So
God has put it in my heart.
so many times he went from extremes
Mm-hmm.
of sick, demented stuff,
Yeah.
and then back to loving kindness and things like that. And it was so often just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And that's why God spoke to my heart. You know, Nature Boy, he knows who he is. He knows God, but he's rejected him because of
his upbringing.
Whatever happened to him, it was
I
so
think
bad.
because of his upbringing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so bad, and he was hurt so bad by somebody that it caused him to have so much anger and hatred towards God.
Yeah, because he said he grew up he going from foster home to foster home and things like that.
Mm-hmm. But I think somebody done something horrific to him that caused that much hatred in him. Because you can just, when he's talking about God, you can feel the hatred. You can feel it. But then there's another side, like that time. Okay, there's a time when he came out and he was like all acting like demonic, like he is. And then like it was like something, a light bulb just went off in his head. And he was like trying to warn us about like, okay, you guys, listen, don't be outside. There are demons out there, jumping from person to person. And then all of a sudden it was like whatever was in him shut him up quickly. And then he went back to whatever, like his behavior. But like, I don't know. It's crazy.
I know some people deal with like things in the spiritual world. They go too far. They tamper with things that they shouldn't tamper with.
Oh,
like
they all have.
the same way that there's good and there's the good spirits and good angels. It's the same thing for demonic things.
Exactly. And you can't be dabbling in that stuff because you're opening the doors, and they all have, and they've all admitted to it. And then right there towards the end, and especially with Nateri there, I think she was probably trying to teach them how to do it, but they were starting to like do rituals. They were channeling, open portals, and it's like, come on, I mean, it was getting bad. It was getting bad, and Nature Boy ended up in jail at just the perfect time. And I don't wish jail on anybody, but
and Kendra said, she said if it wasn't for Nateri doing what she did, she wouldn't be free.
What is it?
And she thanked her for that.
Oh yeah, and somebody in the comments said that the reason why she's trying to get on Natiri's good side is because she doesn't want Natiri saying everything that happened with Baby Jaw. Do you think that could be
Who's getting on her good side?
Kendra? And that
Oh.
she's only acting like she's out of the tribe because she knows that she's getting ready to to talk, and they're saying that maybe it's possible that she's only pretending to be out, and that she's trying to get on Interior's good side. But I don't know. But then
Natiri could have been talked and said a
right,
whole lot, you know.
and then they're saying that, and I think this part. I think True is back with her, and somehow got through to her. That's what I'm hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
But what made True leave?
And True is many years older than Kendra also.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. Married or not, they didn't get married for the right reasons. They didn't get married for anything that has anything to do with the Lord or the Bible.
Right.
Or Christianity. They only got married to help for like legal issues.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not even understanding the spiritual reasons of marriage.
Yeah. But either way, if True was to talk her out of getting out of that thing, so Baby Jaw didn't have to go back there, I'm at least happy about that. I just
Whoever it was, it could have been family.
Yeah, and her family,
or it could have been herself. It could have been someone mentioned they wondered if it may have had anything to do with Velvet's video.
Yeah.
Who knows? No one, really knows. All we know is that it happened. She said that she's announced it. She wants to be called her birth given name. She said all the things that she did, that those evil things that she was involved in, and how she treated people. She said that's not her true real self. That's not who she is.
Yeah.
And how bad she felt about that.
She called him a narcissist. So so far so good. Let's just hope, because I'm telling you what, if he does by some chance get out, I would hate to see that baby have to go back there. That would just tear me up, because oh my goodness, he's starting to look happier now, and
the Division of Youth and Family Services will be flooded for Baby Jaw.
A lot of people, that would anger a lot of people. Let's see. Anne says, let's put it up here. Who do you think will be the last woman standing? You know what? I never thought True was going to leave. I thought he would be the last one standing. I really did. That one threw me. I don't know. And he's in
I think Malia will only leave by death. By sickness, by her getting sick. Like if she got sick and had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. And a lot of people are saying she's sick again, that she had bruises or something on her arm or something.
She lasted a long time. Like when she left the hospital, I thought she was going to be back. Soon.
Well, she did go back to the hospital. She went back to the hospital to have that tube removed or something, didn't she? There for a couple of days.
When they said she still was never, she didn't get the full treatment of everything that needed to happen. So I was like, in my mind, I'm thinking she's not going to do well health-wise.
And Wizzy and Trey, I think that's what he calls.
Yeah.
They're saying that she was in a lot of pain when she came back. But Were they even? Yeah, who was? I think Wizzy was there when Wizzy had just gotten there. Remember, because everybody was saying, "Oh, she's an agent," or and I'm like, I don't know. She's quiet. She's just kind of sitting there doing her little paintings or whatever. But I don't think she's an agent. But
Lizzie
she
dated
was
Nature
there when
Boy a
I
long time
when Leah
ago.
came back. But I don't think Trey was there. I don't know. I can't
And
remember.
that's another odd couple.
Yeah.
They're like many years of age, a big age difference.
Mm,
And the disrespect between those, like the way Lizzie talks to her. And I've even heard Treasure call her, like when she made that song, she was saying to Eligio, saying, "And I got your B." She called Wizzy a B, like letting Nature Boy know, "I got your B now." I'm like, oh, that's what she is.
it's
So toxic.
these when they're coming out of this thing, they're not they're not coming out to get the help they need. They're
Hmm.
like just going from one thing to the next.
They just go on with their life, and then when they decide that they want to talk about something that happened in combination, they go live and they talk about it.
Yeah. And it's crazy. And you got Solar. He wants to be the next big nature boy. He wants to be a nature boy. And Natiri, she was building him up.
When the
Still
police,
thinks she's a god.
when they confiscated some of those computers and things like that, like
Mhm.
I'm wondering how come some of these other members aren't incarcerated yet.
Do you think that they didn't see anything on there, that they were deleting everything before anything
I
could
don't know. I
happen?
don't know what they're waiting for.
None of them see a problem with yeah, that is
I tell
happening.
you one thing: when one of them starts singing like a bird, the other one's gonna start chirping and singing like a bird.
Yeah, because that's what's going to have to happen. Because I don't believe they found anything incriminating, and other people say otherwise. But I just have a feeling because they would all be in trouble, especially True, Solar. They were,
Hmm.
I mean, Velvet. I don't know,
And
but I don't think they
those
found anything.
PPP loans and welfare fraud.
Mhm. All that stuff. But I bet, and even if it's deleted, there's a way they can get in there. I
Yeah,
think.
nothing is truly deleted.
Yeah, everything. You're right. So, but they need because I don't know. I don't know if they were able to actually get in there or not and find anything. But they've had enough time,
Mm-hmm. Been a while now.
and so it's making me think. And Sexy J says they may be making a case, which
Yeah.
could be they could be holding out on making any arrest for now.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all scared. You got
Because they
Sheba.
don't know like
Yeah,
what they know and what they
yeah,
found
yeah.
on
And
who.
didn't they say that Solar took off with some of that stuff? Oh no,
The other guy.
loyal.
Hmm.
That he took off with some stuff like that. Do you think he did that thinking, okay, well, um, whatever's in here is going to incriminate some people, so I'm taking this? Or
Does anyone know what happened to Star?
she is not active. She goes active when she wants to, but for the most part, she stays offline. She'll come on every now and then, and she'll say a few things, but nothing real major.
Wait, I can't believe. that the comment on the video with Nateri talking about her breakup with Solar, someone in the comment section came on under the name Women Future Woman something.
Mhm.
That is Mocha. Do you remember Mocha?
It sounds familiar.
In the
Mocha.
beginning, do you remember the first song that Nature Boy made? He made it with Velvet. It was Velvet. It was Mocha. Um, it was their first song that they made. I'm trying to think how the song
I
went.
remember. I
Feel Good. The
remember.
name of the song was called Feel Good. And they were at on a waterfall, and they were diving off of the top of a mountain in a waterfall. And
Mhm.
so that name of that song was called Feel Good. And Mocha was like the lead singer. She was the dark skinned girl with the locks.
Yeah, I think I know who
Well,
you're talking about.
right. Her real name is Taylor, but
Okay.
he named her Mocha. Now Mocha was a wife. She was with Nature Boy and Velvet and all of them. So the way she came on that video and dog walked Nateri and called her a narcissist and said, "Oh, she's doing all of this for Solar," and all this stuff that she had to say in the comment section about Nateri and how she's a narcissist and
Mhm.
she's toxic and blah 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 blah. She may be all those things. Everyone has their right to their opinion. But I'm looking at her like, excuse me,
Just is she the one that
you,
said that in the
you,
in this comments
huh?
on that video that I put up? Did she say that on that one?
On the one when Nateri was talking about Solar and their breakup.
And she commented in the comment section.
She commented in the comment section like 3 or 4 times, and
Oh,
someone
I
was
didn't know
saying,
that was her.
"That's Mocha." And I
And
made
she's
sure I put in the comments, I said, "Mocha, you have a lot of nerve.
oh,
You
okay.
were in carbonation. You was sleeping with Elijah. Like you was doing all these things. You knew who he was as well. The pot can't call the kettle black if you don't stop."
Oh, I didn't know. Um,
See, that's what I don't like.
and
See, they
she
like to.
let on like she was with Velvet and oh my
See in
goodness.
them older videos,
Oh no,
she
she
got a
had like
gap. She got a big gap in the front, in her 2 front teeth. She got a
yeah,
big gap.
I
Her
know who
name is
you're
Taylor.
talking about.
And
But
not only
she,
that, do y'all remember Tisha Khan?
no, I don't remember
Well,
her.
Tisha Khan was another girl who will always go live, and they linked up in Costa Rica a couple of times. She know Nature Boy and them,
Uh-huh.
and when Mocha left Eligio, she ended up linking up with Tisha Khan, and they got into a relationship. They're both women, so they got into a relationship, and they used to be fighting and everything. Tisha would go live, and Taylor would go live saying, "Look, she's still in my tent. She went in my tent, and she's doing this, and she's hitting me." Like they would go now. They supposed to be so spiritual, but they going live. They're fighting and doing all types of craziness. Um, but
Jeez.
anyway, so Tisha, not only did Mocha date Tisha and they had all these problems and issues and fighting each other, Nateri was in Thailand with Tisha like 3 or 4 years ago. They dated too. So that's another thing. So Mocha could also have, that's another motive for her to have an issue with Nateri.
Well, I'm glad you told me that because I didn't know, and everybody else is saying that they remember.
Yeah, so
They
she's gonna come
remember
over
it.
here and get in the comment section acting like she's
Oh
some
wow,
innocent Tweety bird from somewhere.
that's
And
what
I'm
I
like,
thought.
you just messy.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't put. I wasn't. It didn't even dawn on me. It was not when you called her Mocha. I wasn't. I
Hmm.
was like, I was like, huh? And I was
I
like,
was definitely letting her know, like, I know who you are, where you've been, what you've been doing. You're not fooling me. You might be fooling some of these other people, but you're gonna stop.
Yeah, you got to point these things out to me sometimes because it
Like I
does
said, they always
far
trying to
back. I
deceive
remember
people.
faces and I remember some names, but I don't because I was kind of new back then myself. So I'm glad you told me about that. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
she's the skinny, dark-skinned girl with a
Yeah,
big old gap in the front, and he
I
named her
remember
Moses.
her. I remember her because I think maybe she left during the time that I was just like I think she maybe that was there for like a video or two.
She was in
When
the
I,
beginning. She was there for a while. She was there
yeah,
for something. She wasn't there just for like no week or two. She was there for
no,
like
I wasn't there since the beginning. I
mhm.
like when
I had been not knowing, but aware and following Nature Boy from before he left the States. When he packed his bag and was living in the room, and he
hmm
was like, "This is what I have, and I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave the state." And when he first started, like that's when I was following him, right,
wow,
right then, and all the way. He when the first girl was there, Yaya, and
yeah, I remember. I remember. Um, but I remember her. I remember seeing her, but where it was so long ago, she wasn't there that long that when I first became aware of Nature Boy.
mhm.
So it was like around the time.
And then, and when she left, and well, I don't know what happened. Who left?
Essence. I know that one too.
But she sure was like she wasn't even denouncing Nature Boy either when she first left. She wouldn't speak on anything either. Hold on one second.
Okay. But yeah, none of them say anything. None of them are ever going to come out and really say anything much about things that happen in there because I think that Nature Boy he made them get all their hands dirty.
Hmm.
And yeah, which is unfortunate, you know. And then he'll say, even about the PP loans, he says, "Well, you know what? That wasn't me. That wasn't me." How can they look at him and say, "Why didn't they say, you know what? So you're just going to let me go down for it while you just play innocent?"
Hmm.
And it's like so many things have happened, and it's like they never would snap out of it.
Shoot. I don't know, but all I know is when that day comes, when they go to court or they bring up all his charges or whatever else they found on the things that they confiscated,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be just Eligio that pays a price. And I hope they all understand that.
They're scared. Can you tell? Like they're not coming out saying they're scared, but can you tell a difference? Like,
You
and
would think they would be trying to enjoy their lives
they're,
by the
yeah,
time.
you can tell that they're a little scared. You can tell.
And Kendra's apology sounded a little bit like Pice's apology. She used some of the same terminology that he used.
Yeah. I just hope it's real. I hope she does not um because that just happened so suddenly, just like with True. It's
Hmm.
like and
And
why
then,
is True in hiding? Why doesn't he come out and say, "Hey, this is
right,
why I left." Nature Boy is acting like he's changed religions. I'm not for that. I don't want, there's
right.
nothing wrong with that. So, but why is he like not? He literally went MIA.
Hmm. And
And it
Esther
could be because he's hiding from the feds, or he
went home.
knows something's getting ready to happen, or well, these
Agreed.
guys you just never know. And all we can do is speculate and try to guess And, you know,
And Efra went home, but ended up back there.
yeah, she always ends up back there. I think he let her go one time, and what he picked her back up from the airport, or no, she did go home that time. I think I can't remember, but I don't know. Effie needs to stay with her mom.
And I really like that. Let me tell you, that last time that Nature Boy and her was together in that closet, and what he was doing, and the look on her face, like she literally passed out. He had to smack her in her face to bring her, like she passed out from how he was abusing her. She was just handling it, dealing with it, and he was just enjoying himself. And she literally was standing up, and she almost fainted, and he had to hold up her body while he was standing there, and he had to smack her in the face to bring her to. I thought after all of that, I was like, oh yeah, she's probably going. This is probably going to be it for her, and that still wasn't enough.
It never is. It never. Malia, she near death when she left.
Let me tell you, I cried when I saw that. I cried because I felt so bad for her. And it's like after a while, I was like, you want this? You must want this, because when you had a way out and you left and you were gone and you went back, I'm
You
crying.
weren't even healed. You weren't even. It's so I was the same way. Seeing her sit there and looking so skinny, and then they were just sitting there laughing at her, saying that she smelled.
Yeah. Maybe because everybody's messing around with everybody and messing up their pH levels and passing this and passing that, and it's just too much passing.
Oh, and you know what else Nature Boy did? Knowing what he did, some people think that it was Velvet that was involved in that, but and she may have played a part in it at that time when they were on the beach. But Nature Boy, even he was laughing and making fun of her, saying, "Yeah, come here and I'll put you in the hospital too." Talking about doing the backdoor tour.
Yeah, that was crazy.
How to mess her inside, I don't know, but then
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
He like saying, "I'm gonna rearrange your organs too," and it's like, no, thank you. Anybody? That's why we do these videos to warn people: don't go there. Don't go. And then they still go.
Definitely don't do these things.
It's crazy. And she still went back to him after him and the ladies were laughing about it, her being in the hospital. And part of me started thinking maybe she went back for a little bit of revenge. Maybe she would become queen, this fake queen, because she's not queen. And maybe she could pay him back, the ladies back, for what they did to her, and she'll show them. But no, she went back. I think she went truly back for Nature Boy. I mean, when she got in the car, I remember when she was sitting in the front seat and she was like, "Ew, somebody stinks." And it's like she was like trying to pay them back for them laughing at her. But,
wow.
But yeah, that video, I think that video bothered a lot of people. I mean, her sitting there like that, and knowing now that what we know now is that poor little thing was sitting there, and she was dying as she was sitting there.
Yeah.
And Oh, Noelle said that she cried too.
Who did?
Noelle.
Yeah, it was bad.
Mm,
I was like, I'm gonna need therapy.
I know.
Therapy.
I'm telling you, I've had to go to God with so
I
many
heard he was like,
things.
could you stop watching this stuff? I'm like, I just can't. I mean, it was just too much.
It's
But
not it's not done yet. It's like, and I made a promise. I'm like, I'm gonna stick this thing out until it's over. And
until it's done with, until we shut it down.
yeah, yeah. And there's so many people that just like Kendra said, there even people were in her inboxes. Like there's people behind the scenes too that were like
Yeah,
probably trying to get through to them, and they just wouldn't listen
right.
until it was too late.
And that was just a really, um, I don't know the word I even want to use. The way that she even acknowledged that and admitted that,
Mm-hmm.
like knowing that people genuinely cared, the strangers that don't even know you, and
Yeah.
felt the things that they felt for you, and wanted better for you, and didn't want you to experience these things, and this is not how it's supposed. Like life can be uh it can be easy, it can be hard, but it definitely didn't have to be that the way it was for where they were, and the
Mm-hmm.
things that they were doing, and the things that they were accepting as if they had to.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. And it's like you become very, it's like a roller coaster,
It was
right? It's like,
like um anything for my leader,
mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
anything for my leader. And I'm going to continue to believe. I'm going to continue to support. I don't care what happens to me. It was like that. And that's such a, like to have that type of loyalty to go that far is
Mm-hmm.
something that people really need counseling, because you shouldn't be that loyal to anything or any
Mm-hmm.
if you have to go to extremes like that.
Exactly. And we don't know what all they like we know what they've been through, but we probably know about 20% about what they've been through. But
Right.
the other 80%, the worst part of it, we'll never know. They're never gonna open up and tell everything, everything. Not unless it comes out in court, and I don't see it happening. I don't they're not going to, all of their hands are dirty in some way, and they know that. And Velvet just reaffirmed it with them, like, look, we all like just don't get on here saying anything. Just like
Yep.
just just do you. So I don't know. It's just a mess, but the mess it's like now that they've left, it's like now the work should really be beginning, and this is what we were waiting on, but it's just not happening. It's like you're not getting the therapy you need. You're not. And it's like, get some therapy. That's what I
Yeah.
want for them. I want them to get some help, because if they
And
don't, they're carrying this over into their next relationship. They're going to carry this over into, they're never going to be okay.
I'll tell you this, in the Black community, a lot of us don't look at therapy or as a thing.
Yeah.
Um, uh, People need to get over the fact, like, get over thinking that. I think it's because they look at it as it's like a side of weakness or something that's not needed. You can handle it yourself. And a lot of us in our community feel like we can handle things on our own. And we're strong. We are strong people. And there is a lot that we've been through, and there's a lot that we can handle. But we're talking about the psyche here, the brain, the trauma, having lifelong triggers.
Yeah.
Therapy is something that's, to me, that can, really help you, so you don't have to, live in fear or be tormented or be affected in such a negative way for longer than what you really need to be.
Yeah. Well, Velvet told him too. You gonna try to see a therapist that can help you? Come and see me. Trying to get him to come and talk to her about their issues.
She need to stop.
But there are counselors out there that know how to help for the for people who've been in cults before. They know.
I think there's just an agenda behind that, just wanting to see what they know, what they remember, and to make sure to tell them, don't say this or don't say that.
Yeah.
Because how can she give them therapy?
Right. Like, well, I think she was
addressing. Can't even handle a 2-year-old.
But yeah, like you said though, I do pray for that for them though. And I was the same way. I had to get therapy at one point. And I always, I thought, well, I don't need therapy. Like, anytime I have an issue, there's God. I take my issues to Him, and I know how to work through my issues. But it's different.
I look at it like it's all this. It's like if a woman going to you going to go get your yearly physical, you're going to get your eyes done, you're going to get your nails or your pedicure. What's wrong with going to check your mind to make sure that you're mentally okay, emotionally okay? Check that out too.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta take care of your brain in the same way you do.
There's help out there that can even maybe help you with techniques on how to handle certain things, or give you positive ways to think about certain things. I mean, help is help. If it's going to help make something better, why not?
Yeah, I think Velvet, she's just trying to make them think that nobody knows what they've been through, so nobody can help them through that except for her. Like, if you need to talk to somebody, come to me. Don't go talking to somebody else. I think that's what she's trying to tell Malia. Like, because she probably, maybe, I hope Malia leaves. I really do. But then we hope and hope and we hope.
I think
Malia, when we leave, they don't.
You got to be the last one standing.
They're still damaged.
Yeah.
And that's sad to see. And it's upsetting because then you got, like, sometimes it's upsetting. Like I said, when you see like Solar still with his lightning bulb, thinking that he's God, that he's going to be the next nature boy.
Someone said that Solar was putting money on Nature Boy's book.
I heard that too, but it's like with Malia's pregnant. I did a video on it and just try to put it out there, see what people thought about it. That woman, she cannot. I don't believe she's ever be able to have a baby. But what do you think? Do you think that? I think that's possible. I think because he had talked about doing something like that before when he was with Nastiri.
She would have been showing.
Huh?
Wouldn't Maria? She would have been showing like some type of baby bump.
Yeah, I think what's going on with her, where that swelling's coming from, and the bruises on her arms and stuff. I think it's her health again. I think it's her health, unfortunately.
Mm,
I hope not. I really do.
she's so young.
Yeah,
Really.
they all are.
She used to look so much younger. Like she
Mhm.
really aged.
And look at how many years of their life, their youth, that's
Hmm.
gone. Now they're turning into grown women, and their youth is gone now. They need to be able to have children, get married, live a life like a normal life, you
Hmm.
know. Ann says, Nature Boy is so mad. True left with his military check and he stopped putting money on his books. True got tired of supporting this. Yeah, but he was loyal. Like they call loyal. No, True was. I no.
Well,
I never thought True would leave.
well, look how Tori made it out. Ended up having another baby and getting married.
Yep. Yeah. How long was she in there? I wonder.
Maybe what 2 years maybe.
Do you think she ever got therapy or anything, or because she was very like the way she handled herself when she left, it was like, okay, you don't have to worry about her. She's going to be okay.
Yeah, yeah. Even while she was there, there was something different about her.
Yeah. And then took off. Oh, Anne says that I heard True put them all in the closet and then left.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
And they went and got in the closet.
probably.
I can't.
Oh no. I think my computer is about to shut down. Oh no. Uh, I let me see. I think
My
it is
back is
about.
about my back is about to shut down.
It's wants to restart, but I don't want to restart it yet to do like the updates on it. I'm gonna put it for another date. Okay. She was militant. There's so many things that you hear, and a lot of times, a lot of what you hear is true. As crazy as it sounds, but then some of the things, it's
Yeah,
just
Tori was in the military.
This is Birmingham.
what is it? Oh, she says I'm kidding. See, you rumor starter. She says she's just kidding, but you know what? I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that. And yeah, they probably would go right in there and listen to him. I just can't believe he left. I never thought he would leave.
Yeah, me neither.
Something's up with that. And but the thing of it is, if he would have came out and said something, or not deleted his page or whatever, I could get it. But that's not like True. True would at least say something. He would say, but you know how he is, but he would still at least say something like, no, I'm not down for Nature Boy doing what he's doing, changing religions and doing all this and that. I believe in what I believe in, or he would say something, I would think. I don't know. But we've been on here 2.5 hours. I don't know about you, but I have to get up early. And so I think we're going to end it here, guys. Are you there, Summer Days?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, it's good time.
I think we're going to end it here, but we'll meet back here next Thursday at 8 o'clock.
All righty.
And I will be emailing you, Summer.
All right. Well, you guys.
Congratulations to all the winners, and thank you again so much, Summer.
You're welcome. Enjoy, you guys. Have a good night.
You too. God bless.
God bless you all.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining the chat. I will see you here next Thursday at 8 o'clock. And if you guys don't have Cash App, make sure that you guys get Cash App. And I'm going to be uploading on the community or putting something up on the community page, which video that you guys have to put it in the chat. I think it's Turkey Day. But I will be doing that, so you guys will know where to do that at, so you guys can be entered for the Thanksgiving gift card or the Cash App. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. God bless.